This week, we're taking a look at fantasy football bounce-back candidates. To help us, we have Geoff Lambert of GoingFor2.com. Geoff, what running back has the best shot of having a bounce-back year in 2016?
I'm taking Lacy as my 2016 bounce-back running back. Lacy really struggled last year due in large part to his weight gain. He had ballooned up to 260 pounds. Because of this, he was unable to break tackles and lacked explosiveness. He is reportedly down to 240 pounds this offseason and is expected to lose even more weight. If he's able to get back to his rookie season playing weight of 235 pounds, look for Lacy to have a huge season. A lighter and faster Lacy will bring balance to a Packers offense that had a lot of trouble last year, due in large part to Lacy's struggles. The Packers have the potential to return to an elite level offense, meaning more opportunities for Lacy to score. With the return of Jordy Nelson from an injury from last year, he will also see fewer 8-man fronts, which could mean more space between the 20s. Currently being drafted as the 10th running back and 25th overall, Lacy has potential to be top 5 and could be a second-round steal if you're willing to take that chance.
Moving over to wide receiver, which wideout do you see returning to form this season?
Having already taken Lacy as my bounce-back running back in 2016, I'm going to stick with the Green Bay Packers and take Randall Cobb as my wide receiver with the best chance to return to form. The Jordy Nelson injury last year in the preseason left Randall Cobb as the #1 receiver in this offense, and unfortunately he was not up to the task. With Nelson back in the fold, look for Cobb to resume his #2 receiving duties and put up numbers similar to his 2014 numbers, in which he had over 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. Cobb is currently being drafted as the #19 receiver and 36 overall. In this Packers offense, he could easily be top 20, if not top 10. He's especially valuable in PPR leagues, but as a third-round pick with first-round value, I'll be targeting Cobb in all of my drafts, and you should too.
Lastly, what tight end is ready to bounce back strong?
Choosing my bounce-back candidate for tight end proved to be a difficult task, but ultimately I decided to go with Julius Thomas. Thomas had an injury-riddled 2015 season in which he missed much of the offseason and all of preseason. Being on a new team last year and being unable to develop chemistry with his new quarterback Blake Bortles, when he finally got onto the field, Thomas struggled for much of the season. Hopefully in 2016 he'll have a full offseason to develop that chemistry and return to the form that we saw him in 2014 when he was one of the biggest red zone threats in the NFL. He is currently the 11th tight end taken in fantasy drafts, but with his touchdown potential, he could be top 5 by season's end. If you're like me and like to wait on drafting a tight end, then Julius Thomas could be your guy.
Check out what all the experts think by viewing our NFL Expert Consensus rankings, and be sure to prepare for your upcoming fantasy football drafts by practicing with our free mock draft simulator tool, both available at fantasypros.com.